make Rumi's braid. So today we're going to be making Rumi's iconic braid, aka a dragon braid. You're going to need about 20 to 25 hair bands and preferably a toothpick comb. First, you take the front of the hair and make a small ponytail. Now, the way doll hair is rooted, it has layers. So its rooting patterns, essentially, it goes in a circle. And I like to use one layer for every section of the braid. So now you're going to make the second ponytail that is behind the first one using one layer of hair. Now, take the front ponytail and split it as evenly as possible. Just down the middle. And now you're going to take the back one and flip it over between the two you just split. Now pull the two tails back into one behind the ponytail you just flipped. And you're going to add some hair from that layer. Not too much. You just want to add a little bit in every stitch so all the hair gets added into the braid. Now you just put a little rubber band on it, and that is your first stitch. I'm not sure what to call it. I puffed it out for a little bit more volume. And you are literally going to repeat steps 3, 4, and 5 until you run out of hair. Then it changes just a little bit. I'm going to try to show this from a lot of different angles because I was very confused the first time I did this braid. Because it's not your typical braid. It took me about 2.5 hours to do this the first time. So I don't think anybody should do for 2.5 hours. This recording took me still about an hour. It will depend on what kind of doll you use, how long is the hair, how short is the hair, because everybody's different, everyone's doll is different, and if you're doing this on a human, it's definitely going to be a little different. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too difficult, and you can kind of see from this top angle the layer thing I was talking about. You kind of want to follow to the best of your ability your doll's rooting pattern, and that will make this really smooth and clean cut. So let's do a little montage while I finish this braid, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we've now finished the first part of the braid. Pretty much, I still have a tiny bit of hair left, but I went and I just dampened the hair to make it a lot easier. Now, it might have been smart to dampen it at the start or use like some kind of either spray or gel, and that really depends because this doll's hair is pretty frizzy. But I'm just doing it now because it just makes it a lot easier for the ends. Because the ends are really frizzled, because this was my little cousin's doll that I turned into a Rumi. Because those kids, oh my god, they love that movie. Y'all heard that soundtrack on repeat for so long. But we've now finished the braid and it looks really good. So pretty much it's all the same, except we are not adding hair anymore. We're still doing a split, flip, ponytail, split, flip, ponytail. Did I say ponytail? Oops. It is the same thing, and I'm just going to keep doing this. We finished, and now we're just going to tie everything off. And I did pull out this stitch a little bit, just so it looks, like one of the regular stitches. And that's it. But one more thing, if you have hairspray that sucker, because I didn't want any flyaways. I was like, I am never, ever doing this again. But I think it looks really great. I'm really proud of this doll, and I did actually finish her. Here's the braid, and I think it looks great, and I really hope your project, whatever you're using this for, turns out amazing. But now, let me show you the final product of this K-pop Demon Hunters Rumi doll. full video coming out on how I made Rumi, and I really do hope to make the rest of her friends like Ginu and Zoe and Mira. So please let me know and show your support if you do. I really appreciate you finishing this video. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!